Hey little sloths, it's me, Nick Avocado. I'm so excited for this video. I have been dreaming about doing a big Checkers drive-thru feast forever. And I know I did it kind of recently when I was breaking down, but it's not as enjoyable when you're breaking down. Follow my Twitter at Nikocado Avocado, and if you do, I might just follow you back. And I didn't get my favorite French fries. Checkers has the best French fries. Why is that only filled this high? Oh my goodness. This is supposed to be higher. I'm calling corporate. And I have to actually turn off my phone because I just heard bing. Dee, 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 dee. We're gonna turn this off. Thank you, silence. It's okay, it's delicious. We'll fluff it up. I don't even know. And this bag is ripping. Oh my goodness. I got some chili cheese fries. I haven't opened it. I have to see what it looks like. Checkers is delicious. It's one of my favorite drive-thru places. Delicious. And it has chili cheese fries, has loaded fries which have bacon. It has, what else does it have? The French fries are amazing. And I wanted lots of barbecue to, you know, I like my barbecue display sauce, but they're round. They're round. And I paid extra 25 cents for these. And well, I wasn't gonna like, oh my gosh, take it back, take it, whatever. So I went to McDonald's. I'm like, let me order something from McDonald's so I can get some barbecue sauce. That's square. This is red gold quality marinara sauce. I don't know why it's called red gold. Checkers doesn't have their own. Oh, these French fries look so good though. They're seasoned. They remind me of Popeyes. Popeyes French. Excuse me, that's my spit trickling down my throat. Oh my gosh, I'm not sick, I swear. Look at this double cheeseburger. No, a triple cheeseburger. That's a big cheeseburger. Oh my gosh, and I got some mozzarella sticks. I am so excited. Oh my god. Wait, that's a large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a large. I'm calling corporate. Oh my gosh, I feel like I got screwed over. Last time I went here, they filled the fries up to the top, just like Five Guys. Oh, well. I don't know what to say other than, oh well. I mean, I don't know. All right, so I got my barbecue sauce. I also got some sparkling buffalo sauce because from McDonald's, I am trying the brand new. Now, you guys know I had the barbecue glazed. Well, this time we got the... This is what's supposed to be barbecue. It's supposed to be spicy. I'm calling corporate. Oh, this was supposed to be the spicy. Let me see if it's spicy. I ordered the brand new spicy wings, and these are the buffalo wings. That's not spicy. I'm about to have another breakdown. Last time I did Checkers, I had a breakdown. We're having another breakdown. Let's see what's in here. Let's see what else is messed up. Hi, we're having a great start to my video. Oh my god. Fast food, now know the deals. Get over here. This is very delicious though, I swear. Okay, these are the, ooh, those look good. Okay. All right, these are spicy buffalo wings. Mmm, those look good. Now let's check out my chili cheese fries. Oh, those look delicious. Ooh, that looks so good. Ooh, I'm excited for these on these delicious seasoned French fries. So I'm gonna get everything set up to make it nice and pretty, and we're gonna begin our show. I'm so happy you're here. Let's begin the show. And shout out to the thrift store. I love this shirt. Maui. You guys know I visited there with Orlin. Well, I didn't buy this in Maui. It was so funny. We came back, and then I went to the thrift store in Florida, and I found this. But anyways, okay. 1, 2, 3. Bam! Hey! I love Checkers. I haven't had this forever. Can we have some fries, please? It looks so pretty, yes. I fluffed it up. No fast food restaurant does French fries like, besides Popeyes maybe, because it's seasoned. McDonald's, no. Sonic, I love Sonic, sorry, but no. Chick-fil-A, no. Burger King, no. Wendy's, no. Five Guys, no. They have the best fries because they're seasoned. Yay! I'm so excited. Oh my god. I want a big bite of this. Well, first, let me try this. That's actually very good. So we have to talk. Last night, me and Orlin got in a big fight and I was crying. You're like, of course you cried, yeah. And I want to tell you a little bit about it. Because I know everyone thinks our relationship is perfect. And you're thinking like, who? Where? Honestly, a lot of people think our relationship is perfect. And it's not perfect. And it's so funny because, let's try this from McDonald's Rant. It's funny because we tend to fight less when we're together, and we fight more when we're separate. You'd think it would be the opposite. Here's the thing. If I look into his eyes and I see that he's hurt, I cannot be mad. I can't be an angry Just think about hate comments under my videos. You think most of those people would say that to my face when they look into my eyes, look at my face, hear my voice, see my reactions? No. You people making fun of me and saying mean things would never dare say it to my face. I guarantee you. And honestly, the people who called me loser outside of Little Caesars, they didn't know me. But if they knew me, I don't even think that they would say that. Why they had the best fries on earth. I miss this place so much. This is all really good. Let's do my chili cheese fries. Let's do my well, we're gonna use this for the thumbnail. We're just gonna go like this. Oh yeah, big chunk. Let's turn this up so you can see me. Hey, look, sardines. I got a few messages from people last night on Twitter. Follow my Twitter, I might just follow you back. They DM'd me photos of them getting sardines, and one person was in Germany because it had the umlaut over the U. I took German, I know that word. Umlaut. Umlaut. And she was eating sardines. She's like, wow. I'll read you the message. Here, let's do my thumbnail. You want to use my my chili cheese for the thumbnail, don't we? Yes, we do. A big bite. That's what people like. Oh my god. Who else bangs the wall in madness? I can think of someone. Listen, oh, sorry, family. Sorry, fam. That is so good. That is so good. Let's turn it up one more for my thumbnail. Let's do all the fries like this. This is gonna go by so fast. Oh my god, no, that's not my fork. I want a metal one, anyway. That was the best. That was, oh. I need another fork. I love this meal. Oh my god. Oh, this is good. Queen of no edits. Hello, she has arrived. We're gonna use my metal fork this time. Let's do it again. Let's just do it again. Let's do it on this one. Oh wait, the fries might fall. Ooh. Who's that under there? Who's that under there? Hello, I see you. Hey, Mrs. Sardina. All right, here we go. Big bite, because that's what we're all about, right? Oh, let's do the biggest bite on earth. Are you ready? Here we go. It's so good. I could order a million of those. It goes by so quickly. Oh. Okay. Back to the story. Me and Orlin fought. And here's the thing about Orlin. He's gonna get mad I'm saying this on camera, but oh well. He doesn't watch my videos. He really doesn't. He doesn't watch them. When Orlin gets upset, he just puts his hands up and says, well, I'm done. Well, just divorce me then. Let's get a divorce. It could be over something so silly as diet, or cell phone bill, or you left the freezer open. Things are melting. Oh no, we have to throw them out. Something that isn't that big of a deal. He gets mad at me for questioning it. He's like, well, last night we were talking about diet. And I know this is so funny because look what I'm doing right now. But we were having a heated debate about food and nutrition. And he eats a very special diet for his autoimmune disease, but on top of that he also has an eating disorder. And it's very hard to rationalize with someone with an eating disorder. He's talked openly about, oh my god, my cheeseburger! He's talked openly about it before in his videos. And I say this from a place of concern. I'm like, baby, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't talk to you about diet. But I don't want you to waste away. And I don't want you to binge on something that's going to hurt you. Binge on something that's going to help you. Maybe some fish or... No. It just... He's going to be mad if I make this video. Oh! This should have been my thumbnail. Oh my god. Look how beautiful this is. Nick, screenshot this. Screenshot this. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a big, big burger. Well, it's a triple. Here we go. I love Checkers. I love Checkers so much. Oh my god, I'm neglecting my sauces. So that's what he does. He just says, well, just divorce me. And I've told him, I'm like, that, you promised me you'd never say that word. That makes me so upset, because that's very serious. I should be worth fighting for. Like, you get into a little argument, Orlin, and you just want to throw 6 years down the drain. And then he says, well, it was through texting too, which is the worst. And then he called me a bunch of times and I didn't pick up because I was angry. I talked to my friend Carly. I'm like, what'd I do? And she's like, rah, rah. She's being immature. You know, try to help me through it. Even if I'm the immature one, you just need someone in your corner. Even if you're wrong. And, so thank you, Carly, for watching this video. And then I called Orlin on the phone, and then I said, why do you say that to me? Why do you say let's divorce? He says, just get some, this is what he says in his texts. Just get someone better. I'm not good enough, apparently. Find someone more perfect than me. I'm like, Orlin, why can't you admit that you made a mistake or that you're wrong? Why does it have to be, well, I'm just not good enough? Like, why do you have to be perfect? See, Orlin knows a lot and knows everything. He knows a lot, but when he's wrong or doesn't know something, he won't admit that. And he'll go tooth and nail to prove a point, even if he's wrong. He's a Leo, and I don't believe in that stuff, but everyone's like, oh, that's a typical Leo. They're egotistical and arrogant. I'm like, well, I feel like I'm arrogant and I'm a Taurus. I don't believe in that stuff. This is all so good. There's nothing here that I don't like. This is called the Big Ford. The Big Ford. Ah, look at that. That's a loud chair. I want some ranch. Ooh. I have ranch from yesterday's video. From Dairy Queen. Oh my god. Dairy Queen has the best ranch. Big cups. See, remember yesterday I tried showing you in my Dairy Queen video? Look at the difference. This is a regular cup, this is the Dairy Queen cup. Look at the difference. They're like two of them put together. They have some big old hunking cups. I personally like A cup. On girls, but that's just me. Or B. Oh my. I'm not gonna miss this squeaky chair. You hear it? It's like squeak, squeak. So anyways, that's what Orlin does. I love him to pieces. And that's his flaw. And I'm telling you guys this before the comments, which I'm just not even gonna read. Oh, Nick, so ungrateful, of course, blah, blah, blah. You know, oh, Nick's so mean, outing Orlin's flaws. No, there's a point to this. You all know my flaws. We all have flaws. This is a life lesson for my viewers. Excuse me, when you're in a relationship, you're not going to find your Prince Charming. I mean, you might find a Prince Charming, but Prince Charming's still human. And there's going to be things that you don't like about him. He can't stop hanging out with his bro friends. You don't like his bro friends. He's very bad at keeping organized. Maybe he's a mess and he makes the bathroom a mess and you beg him to clean it and he just doesn't. It doesn't compute with him. Maybe he is really bad with spending. He has a bad spending habit. He's great at the house. He cleans up. He's good with the kids, but he just spends all the money. I mean, there's going to be problems with the Prince Charmings. There will be. Y'all know mine. I overreact, I have OCD, I have ADD, I'm a perfectionist, I'm dramatic, which are all not Tauruses, by the way. That's what I'm saying if I don't believe that stuff. These fries are gonna put me in my grave, they're so good. Orlin's is, all or nothing when it comes to diet. I mean, the eating disorder has been an issue in our relationship, and I'm not outing him. He talks about this in his own videos. But it's a bit, he has an orthorexic eating disorder. He's always had it. And he believes that you can manage it, but you can't cure it. He thinks it's just like my OCD, ADD. You can't cure it. You can manage it with medicine, manage it with diet, oops. But it's just, that's how you are. Like when there's discussions about anorexia, orthorexia, like Eugenia Cooney stuff, well, I don't want to talk for him, but let's just say a lot of people believe that she's not recovered and she likely never will be. It's a lifelong issue. It's a lifelong battle. You're not going to be fully recovered. You're going to deal with it in a healthy way so that you have a happy life, but you're not going to be, it's not just going to go away. Just like my OCD. Oh, this is so good. So Orlin's is all or nothing when it comes to diet, which you're like, well, that's not that big of a deal. I mean, it can be. And I don't want to go into the details, but on top of it, he has an autoimmune disease, which makes it even worse. But the one that last night that really bothered me is that he'll throw in the hat if something goes wrong. He'll just throw it in, and he never has. He always comes back. And that's the thing. That's how we are in a relationship. We have fights. They're like, rah, 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 rah. And then within the same hour, we're kissing and holding each other and crying together, holding each other, saying, I love you so much. I want to work through this. That's how we always are. Every time we have a fight. And it's not that often. But when we do, it's intense, but it's over very quickly. It's like a shot. Get your booster shot. Beep, 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 beep. It hurts. It's quick. But it's quick. It's not like a two week long flu. No, it's a shot. And Orlin can be very, just, you guys don't even see that side to him. Our family friends see that, you know. It's his way or the highway a lot of times, but he also just doesn't want it to be that way. If you're debating, then yes, but... So this is what he told me. I said, yesterday, I said, baby, you promised you would never say the D word. You keep saying it. Like, 4 or 5 weeks ago, we had a little fight about something. He's like, well, just divorce me then if I'm not... What makes you think I'm gonna... That's such a childish thing. And he says, this is what he told me on the phone, which made me cry really hard. He said, because I love you so much, I would not want to be a burden on you. If I'm making you unhappy, then leave me. He's like, I'm gonna be hurt, but I would... He's like, that's my biggest thing. I don't want to be a burden on anyone. And that is so Orlin. I'm like, great, your flaw just turned into a good quality. Oh, how amazing are you? His flaw of saying the D word and overreacting and going to the extreme, he twisted it into a, well, I'm doing it for you because clearly you don't like me or clearly you're upset with me and I want you to live a happy life. I've witnessed a lot of murders. I've witnessed, you know, a lot of death in Colombia. I've lived through war. I've had really dramatic problems with my neighborhood and my friends and my family, and he's very, 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 very selfless. I mean, he would break his foot for a stranger. That's just how he is. Remember, I told you the story of how when I first met him, my first impression of Orlin was when we were walking down the street of Jersey City, and we were talking, and I looked next to me, and he's gone, and I look back, and he's helping up a lady to take the stroller up the stairs to her brownstone, her little townhouse. And he was squatting. He was literally squatting. Pull up the stroller. And he didn't even tell. He just did it. That's just him. So I do believe him when he says, like... But it makes me pissed. I'm just like, I'm sorry, Orlin, but... I don't care if it's for me or whatever. You should love me enough to fight for me. And fight to stay with me if you love me. Or... not just say, well, goodbye. It seems like a cop-out. I get what he's saying. But yeah. I get what he's saying. I understand. He doesn't like he told me, he's like, if my father ever said, I want nothing to do with you, I'd leave and respect it. He's like, I hate being a burden. Oh, that's the thing about Orlin too. It will kill him to death if he owes someone money. You just can't owe someone money. Even if he knows he's going to get it. Like, I lend, well not me, but let's just say hypothetically, I lend him, you know, $100 or something. He knows he's gonna get that $100 in 30 days, but he will be on his hands and knees clipping grass with scissors for his neighbor, making $2 here, $2 here, to pay it back as quickly as he can, even though he knows he just hates the feeling of owing money. He's just such a good guy. But yeah, he doesn't want to be a burden on people. He's very, like, when he was helping my parents outside, he was doing the mulch, he was chopping down a tree, and he took out he had like the stump grinder, he was taking out a stump from a tree stump. He was full of mud, whatever. And so he was out back, right? I was down here, I was filming and editing. He has his phone on my phone. If he needs help, he'll call me. I went to check on him once or twice. He's like, oh no, I'm fine. I mean, it's literally right outside the door. And my mom comes in and she's like, Nick, he's been out there for like 8 hours and we've offered him food and water. He says no. And I'm like, Mom, that's how he is. You have to give it to him. He's probably very thirsty. I'm like, we have to just hand him the water and walk away and he'll drink it all. And that's exactly what I did. And I talked to him about it, and he hadn't come in to use the bathroom. He held it in for like literally 6 hours. And I said, baby, why don't you just... He's like, I don't want to get their house dirty. I'm like, the house is my parents walk in it. This is the messiest house I've ever lived in. I'm sorry for my parents if you're listening, but this house is the messiest house I've ever lived in my life, or even been in. Sorry. They do not believe in vacuuming or cleaning. I mean, the living room hasn't been vacuumed for at least 15 years, I guarantee. I guarantee 15 years. I'm so sorry, and I'm just saying this because some people prioritize cleaning and cleanliness, some people don't. They don't. So they thought it was crazy he wouldn't come in to use the bathroom, and he was doing it out of respect, like, I don't want to make a mess, which most people I think would do. Like, I don't want to make a mess, I don't want to bring in mud, I don't want to I'm all dirty. But he wanted to pick up his phone and be like, hey, Nick's mom, can you bring me some water? He didn't want to be a burden. I remember when he first came to meet my family, he wanted to sleep outside in the tent. Because my parents, again, it's a very, very messy house. They had a spare bed, but it was full of boxes, and they didn't want to clean it, and he didn't want to touch their stuff. Like, it was piled up. Like, imagine a scene from Hoarders, the TV show. And he literally slept outside the tent, and I slept with him. That was the first time he ever came here. This was many, many years ago. Because he didn't want to be a burden on my parents for having to make the sheets and make a bed. He'd rather sleep outside like a dog. When I first met him, I was really broke, and my family was not really talking to me, and I had no money, and anyways, he kind of took me in. That's what I'm saying. People think that he's a sugar baby. He's with me for money. No. He took me into his house with his mom and dad. A very tiny house. And it's very Latino, I think, to do this, but don't quote me on that. And I went into his little bedroom. It was the size of, like, this whole space. Had a single twin-size bed, and that's it. He slept on the floor and gave me the bed. And yes, he said he was better for his back, but I think these are just excuses. Because we got a bed down here that he loves. Loves. A bed in my bedroom. Yeah. He loves a bed if you can have a bed, especially if it's firm with springs. He likes a harder bed, supportive with coils. No memory foam. I'm very anti-memory foam. I think it's very unhealthy for your spine. But anyway, that's just my opinion. But yeah, he slept on the floor for like 2.5 years. No complaint. Orlin doesn't even want to complain. So it kind of made me step back after I was so mad at him for saying the D word. And so mad at him for the eating disorder thing. There's just, you can't reason with people. And he even said, he's like, baby, I have a disorder. I don't know what to tell you. It's like telling a depressed person, hey, stop being depressed. And he's aware of it. That's the crazy part. And that's what it is with mental illness. It's very sad when you're aware of your own crazy. Like, sometimes I stop myself mid-sentence. I'm like, I am such a crazy person. Wow, and I can feel the Asperger's coming on, where I'm just like, you know, these are mental struggles that I have, and it's crazier to know that I have it. Like, I'm like outer body experience. I'm like, wow, I know what I'm doing. I can't hold it back. And that's how he is with food and anything about food. And I was saying some things to him out of concern, and he got mad, and I was like, well, how do you reason with this? He's like, you're just looking to fight. I'm like, I'm not looking to fight. I'm looking to have a discussion with you. So he's like, no, you just have to be right. I'm like, you're the one who always has to be right. And it just got escalated from there. And then he kept saying, well, just leave me. And then he hung up on me, and then he sent me all these things like, oh yeah, and then he was just like, we need to figure out taxes for April, because if we're getting a divorce this week, then I need to make sure there's no problems with my taxes. And he literally went to that far to think about taxes, because we're married. And I sent that screenshot to Carly. I'm like, Carly, look, he's telling me that. Like, and she's like, oh my God. And then I called him, and that's when he cried. He's like, listen, I just don't want to be a burden on you. That's why I say it. If things aren't working out. I'm like, things are working out. Like, he's not used to having an argument. He doesn't realize that it's okay to have an argument. It doesn't mean you have to drop your whole life. I'm his first relationship. And I get very confused about the whole, like, playing around thing, because part of him likes it and a part of him doesn't. And he's done it too, but then he says, well, it's because you wanted it. I'm like, well, I thought you wanted it. It's not very often, you know, like the New York thing didn't bother him. Well, technically the back here thing, but we'll call it from the New York trip, the Uber driver. That didn't bother him. He said he loved the video. He watched it over and over. But I feel like a part of it does. But then literally in New York, he sent me again, I have screenshots. Can you please hook up with someone? Please, I'm begging you. Please record it for me. I don't understand it. I think it's a very complicated, emotional thing. And so he wants it, he doesn't. And if And sometimes I want it and sometimes I don't want it, and we're separate, and it's just hard. And so yeah, last night we were fighting. He's like, well, I didn't want to be cheated on again, but you still did it. And I'm like, and I was like, do you actually think this was cheating? And he goes, never mind. So he knows it's conflicting in him too. I'm like, you're the one who asked me to. Yeah, and then he holds that against me, and that makes me upset. It's like, he doesn't bring up the Thailand thing because he was there. I think it's harder when you're not actually there watching, or at least right away, because he had a threesome with 2 Mexicans when we were living in Florida. And when it was over, he came straight home to me and he told me, and it was a mixture of like turned on and turned off. It was like I literally slapped him and then I fucked him. It's really hard to explain. I don't know. And I feel like, and I honestly, I never think about it. I only bring it up now because I'm like, well, yeah. I never think about it. It doesn't bother me. Because he came home right away that same day. Whereas the Uber driver story, it's like, okay, well, it's different. And I thought, yeah, I don't know. So I hate fighting with him. But what do you think? He just twisted it in a very good way. I don't know if it was, I don't think he plans it. I think he really comes from a genuine place when he says, well, I say the D word because I don't want to be a burden to you. And that's really, it aligns with his actions of how he's always been to other people, his own family. Oh my God. He has a brother, not Angel. He has a brother. I shouldn't say this on camera. Never. There's people who have been in Orlin's life who have really hurt him over and over, and he still will respect them and do what they want and love. It's like he's just so perfect, and that's why I put up with the D word, make crushing in my heart and making me all emotional, because everything else about him is perfect. And that's the lesson that I want all my viewers to take away from this. Besides this being delicious, you're never going to find someone perfect. And you have to put up with some people's bad character traits if the other character traits outweigh the bad ones. Why do you watch me? I mean, I'm dramatic, I do this. There's a lot of bad things about me. My relationship's all weird. But hopefully the good things about me, or I'm entertaining, I have a nice voice, I have great thumbnails, I'm consistent, I come back every day. You never know what you're gonna get from me, so it's always a surprise with the entertaining aspect. I eat a lot of food, I keep you company, I tell stories that no other mukbangers tell. I travel to places you've never been to try foods that you've always wanted to try. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of things that I've heard over the years, like, you know, so hopefully those things outweigh the bad parts about me. I'm dramatic. Hopefully. There's some people who will support me solely for my tea videos. They hate everything else about what I do. They do not like the eating. They do not like the overeating. They don't like the factory farmed animals that I'm eating. They don't like that I'm this, but they love the tea videos. Okay, so that's life, and I think people need to remember that. And I talked to my friend Carly about that. I'm like, literally everything else about him is perfect. He has some other flaws too, but I don't, when I describe Orlin to people, to fans, to friends, to family, and I try to describe my husband, say if I'm traveling, he's not there. Ask anyone I've ever collabed with. I remember when I first went to B Love's house. I'm not going to tell you the story again. But I sat in her old house. I sat down on that couch and I sobbed to her. She had to bring me tissues and everything because I was saying how good of a man he is. So, And now I feel bad because sometimes I just want to have an argument because we need to talk about something. Or he's just not used to having, he's never had a roommate. He's never lived with someone before. He's never had a relationship. That's what I'm saying. It's very, he'd rather just not deal with it because he thinks it's a burden on my whole life. I'm like, no, I need to talk to you about this because it's important. Not the diet thing, but other stuff that we've had problems with. And he just doesn't know. He doesn't have practice with it, I guess. I don't know. And so his way of dealing with it is like just hiding, or I don't know. But you should have heard us last night. We were both on the phone crying. And that's how it always is in person and over the phone. I've never stayed fully mad at him for more than a day. Ever. Ever. And I've been really mad at him. Again, the arrogance really, really gets to me sometimes. And he's been very mad at me. The OCD, the obsessions, the drama. It really makes him pissed at me. But that's how I know he's the one for me, because I can't. It's like we're magnets. Like we get pulled apart. You know, you ever play with those Thomas the Tank Engine trains on the train track? Do 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 do. And they connect with magnets, the little butts. Where you pull them open, and you just tap one, and then the magnetic force just pulls them together really fast. That's how we are. That's how we've always been. He goes this way, I go this way. A little bump, and we're back. Very quickly. And that's how I know he's the one, because it's been 6 years, and I've had, and again, he's never had other relationships, but I've had many, and I've never, I mean, I used to be mad at my exes for weeks, or they've been mad at me for weeks. Getting the silent treatment for 3 weeks, I mean, I have never gotten that, ever. Never. He actually loves me, and I actually love him. And that's why it hurts so much when we fight, and we're kind of agreeing to support each other for being different when it comes to what I'm doing to my body, what he's doing to his body. I have a lot of knowledge about healthy lifestyles, even though I don't do it myself. You know, it's like an obese doctor. He might have the knowledge, he doesn't do it himself. Should you listen to him then? Well, it's up to you. You know what I mean? It's like, someone can have the knowledge but not implement it themselves. Doesn't mean that their knowledge is wrong. You know, so it's, and vice versa. I mean, we just disagree on some things about lifestyle, and we just have to agree to disagree. And when I bring it up, it's out of concern, and he thinks it's picking a fight, and I'm not trying to pick a fight. It's just, I'm concerned. I don't want you to die. As I stuff my face with a cheeseburger. Do you see how ironic this is? This is the weirdest possible thing I could fight about with someone. It's my life. I know I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite. Oops. And this is all very good though. The best fries. So that's my life right now, and I'm starting to pack, you guys. I'm leaving next weekend. I'll be at my new place. Just melts off the bone. Reminds me of Little Caesar's chicken. It could be the same supplier. Shoot. Way better. Do not get their boneless chicken. That is crusty ass dog food. Do not. Speaking of dogs, have you ever saw something on Twitter or YouTube that was so terrible, gross, violent, repulsive, that you just can't stop watching? Like, you know it's wrong, you know this is the dark side of the web, and you can't stop looking. And then you start searching for more because you're so sick and you want to see more of it. It's just the weirdest thing that humans do. And I'm not the only one, because these videos get millions of views. And they all have, like, you know, thousands of thumbs down. So, you know, I saw something on my Twitter. This is what I get for following people I don't know. I'm following you guys back all the time, and I don't recognize anyone in my news feed. Not a single person. I'm so sorry. It's all my Little Sloths. And someone had a video of a dog fight, the pit bull. And, well, do as you wish. Have you ever seen a pit bull bite someone, something, another pit bull? It is so aggressive. I personally feel like they should not be pets. And there's all this campaign about, oh, it's not the pit bull's fault, it's the dog of peace, or, you know, it's like, it obviously has such a statistics of these dogs hurt more other dogs and people than the other breeds combined. It's just a fact. The numbers are there, and people, oh, they're actually very peaceful. Well, it's the owner's fault. These owners can't even control them. And I was watching this one certified trainer, dog trainer, this big muscular guy. He could barely control his pit bull. He gave him a stuffed animal. It bit it. It wouldn't let go. And it was like how to make the dog let go in the middle of a fight. And you're supposed to take this little tube that you're supposed to just carry around with you, I guess, when you're walking it on the leash. A big freaking tube. It looks like a cone. And you're supposed to stick it in its jaw, and it's supposed to release it. This was a still. Let me remind you, a still, inanimate object, a stuffed toy animal. And the trainer dude was trying to tell everyone how, oh, it's easy. The owners need to do this. He could barely put the stick in its mouth. It took him 5 minutes. Now, I've seen some videos. I got lost in a disgusting, disgusting hole on YouTube last night watching dog fights. I just... pit bulls. And one of the owners must have known this trick or this skill. It's the only way to make them let go. You can't hit them, you can't spank them, you can't beat them on the head. I've seen people with literally poles and baseball bats whacking at these animals, and they won't let go. This is designed to kill. And there they are, sticking a pole in its jaw. It ain't happening. It's not working. And it's getting bloodier and bloodier and bloodier. The pit bulls will kill humans. I mean, grab your arm, swing you around until you bleed to death. I've seen so much disgusting things to other pit bulls, to small dogs. I was watching this lady who was walking her pit bull. It was like a surveillance camera on the house. It was recording her walking by. And she was walking her pit bull, and a little puppy, a little small dog, was in its own yard, on its own property. And the pit bull went after her. She pulled her down, and she got dragged across the grass, and the pit bull killed the dog. And it was just minding its own business in its yard. And it was on a leash. Why do you need an animal like that? Why? I'm not saying get rid of all dogs. I'm saying that dog. Why do you need that? It is a danger. The most muscular men who own these dogs, who are trained, proper trained, with years of practice, couldn't even get him to let go of a stuffed animal. And there's other videos of them trying to, it's just, they should not be bred. That's my opinion. Sorry if you have a pit bull that's nice. Well, just wait until it attacks you. I've seen so many stories. There's all these foundations, all these organizations, huge campaigns around the world to get these dogs off the streets, out of people's hands, and to make them stop being bred. It's all stigma. Well, it's actually not innate. It's just how they're trained. Wrong. Do you know what genocoding is? It's in their blood. It's in their genes. They are designed like a border collie. Will always want to chase. A herder dog will always have that instinct to herd things. Children, leaves. I mean, that's why they were bred over and over. It was selective. These aren't natural animals. These were man-made creatures because we impregnated them over and over and over forcibly to make a breed of our... That's how breeds are made. These breeds are not natural. They're not. I mean, they're naturally existing. It's like most fruit these days. Most fruits didn't exist 10,000 years ago. We bred them over, hybridized them over and over to get sweeter, to have more flesh, to be brighter in color, to have fewer seeds for our liking. That's what it is. This is, oh, it's a beautiful, natural, gentle creature. It's like, no, it was bred to kill. And that will always be in its wiring. Have you ever seen a cat? Cats are bred. Cats are little murder machines. Have you ever seen a cat with a fly? It can't help itself. It doesn't matter how much you love Scruffy Dumples. Scruffy Dumples will still kill the bug. You don't even have to tell it. It's just gonna do it. That's how they're wired. It's called genetics. And people are like, oh, it's the trainer's fault. The trainer just wasn't properly trained. The trainers can't even keep these beasts restrained. They can't. There's people who whack a dog over the head with a baseball bat. Most dogs would be killed. Have you ever seen dogs being killed in China? Hate to say it, but I have. When I was a vegan, I used to watch a million PETA videos. Oh my gosh, they get all these dogs off the streets, stray dogs or dogs that are bred to be killed, and they whack them over the head and they kill the dog instantly, and then they cook it and eat it, or skin it, or whatever. I saw lots of them in Vietnam. Vietnam is big in dog meat. And they whack them over the head and they're done. Boom, boom, done. Hate to say it, but I've seen it a lot of videos because that's what vegans do, because it makes them more connected. They say, well, you do that to a pit bull and it's not even gonna flinch. If you can't control your dog with a baseball bat, why do you have that type of dog? Jesus, it just, oh, my blood was boiling and I couldn't stop. And then you're recommended to another, and you're recommended to another, and you're recommended to another. Pitbull kills innocent bunny rabbit. Pitbull kills cat. Pitbull kills other pitbull. Pitbull kills baby. It just... Sorry. Oh, jeez. And it's so funny. All of these videos go pretty much the same way. The dog's walking down a street, or it's a stray pit bull. It either fights with another dog or fights with another human being, or it just attacks an innocent dog, an innocent child, or an innocent person. It bites it, it won't let go, it starts swinging around, blood's gushing everywhere, and what does everyone do? They hit it. They hit it, they beat the dog till it lets go, and it doesn't let go. It doesn't let go. And half these things die, whether they're, oh, the cats are always dead. The other pit bulls, likely they're gonna die. I mean, it's just... And it's so funny because if you watch some of them are on news sources, like not CNN, but like local, like blah blah blah, like 420 station, you know, like your local Kentucky, Lexington, hi Berlin, your Lexington news station, or your local Albany news station, or your local Las Vegas news, and they're telling a story of how an owner had a pit bull and they loved Scruffy Dimples, and Scruffy Dimples never hurt a fly. It was gentle, and then Scruffy Dimples attacked someone walking on the sidewalk passing by, and they just didn't know. Now, did they train it to do it? No. It surprised the owners. It's encoded in them. It's in their DNA. These things should not... I'm sorry. It's just... If you cannot control your dog... And that's what people are saying. Oh, well, it's the owner's fault. They didn't control it. You cannot control a pit bull. All these people commenting, these keyboard warriors, could not control a pit bull if they tried. Guaranteed, because the trainers can't even do it. If these animals are not physically able to be controlled, why are people allowed to have them? That's just... Oh... And it's just so much propaganda going into it. Because I used to work at a shelter, an animal shelter. I used to do like a summer camp there, and we learned all about the different breeds. These breeds are prone to this. Huskies are prone to being more energetic. They're bred to pull sleds. That's why they were designed to be this way. Look at their fur. They are physically adapted to their environment. You know, like, that's why there's all these different breeds for different reasons. Pit bulls were not bred for a cute little show. They weren't bred to, you know, help you retrieve ducks from the water. They were bred to hurt. And I remember they would teach us this, and they said, because it was at a pound, and they'd be like, oh, these dogs are always taken last. No one wants them. They're good dogs usually, but, you know, they do pose risks, whatever. And people wouldn't adopt them. And so, luckily, this pound would, like, take stray dogs off the streets, cut off their vajayjays, cut off their balls, so they can't make more. I mean, that's part of the problem. They just keep making more and more and more. They just go around and make babies and leave them, and it's just... so it is a thing. It's a thing. But then you see all these... just the other day, my mom was watching something on TV about dogs, and they mentioned how debunking the stereotypes against pit bulls. And I literally heard my mom go, okay. That's what she did. Okay. I was just walking by, I heard it, she's like, okay. Sorry, I had to change the battery. But yeah, it's just like common sense goes out the window. And I imagine people on this video saying, oh, well then I guess Nick thinks some humans that are violent don't deserve to live. Or that you know, say there's a lot of violence in Middle East. Those people are always used to war and blah, blah, blah. Well, that means they can't adapt. It's just in their genes to be violent. Now, I was just thinking about when I was getting my battery, thinking of like, what are people going to say? They're going to say, oh, you must think about, you know, about certain people. I'm like, the human brain is extremely advanced. That's why we are at the top of creatures on this planet. The top. We are at the top because our brains are not as primitive and small and simply wired as a dog. A dog can put up its paw, a dog could go down and fetch. That's it. They have very little room for learning new things. They have very little room for adapting. You can get a stray dog and bring it into your house. It's gonna do what dogs do. It's still gonna bark. It's still gonna sniff other dogs' butts. You can't change it to act like a cat. It's still gonna be a dog. Humans, however, are very advanced. You can learn multiple languages. You can have a laborious job, and then you can do a very high-tech job at the computer. You can fall in love with different genders. You can fly to different countries. I mean, do not compare humans to dogs, please. Okay, do not compare humans to dogs. I'm just thinking of what people can say, like, oh. Here's the thing. Pit bulls wouldn't be here if it weren't for us in the first place. That's the thing. These are not naturally occurring creatures. We made them. It's our problem because we created them. Oh, jeez. Beautiful, innocent creature. What people would say, like, oh, they're gentle too. It's the owner's fault. It's like, oh. Good luck trying to teach a cat not to kill bugs. And not to hunt at nighttime. Good luck teaching a cat not to be nocturnal. These are just their primitive wiring as creatures. And that's why you see so many people across the world who own beautiful, nice pit bulls. It got along with the children. It got along with us. It was gentle. And then one day it snaps. And everyone's shocked. And then you have blood on your hands. It just, like, I watched so many videos last night like that. And it's just sad. Anyway, so that people keep making them. Or wanting them. So much propaganda too. And I don't know the point of it. Oh, it's because all life matters, or like, you know, some people are very pro pit bull, like, oh, they're gentle creatures, let's just stop training them to be bad and fight. Oh no, they're great if you know, brush them and, you know, pet them and give them little chewy toys to play with. You know, there's all this propaganda out there to say that. And I'm thinking, like, why are they even doing that? It really comes down to an ethical stance of all dogs are equal. And it's not saying that the pit bull doesn't deserve to live. But perhaps we should put on our thinking caps and say, maybe we should stop breeding them as much as we do. Because we have to take the step back and say, is this a responsible an appropriate addition to a household. Is it? Is it? If you have a choice with a million other breeds that we created, why do we have to keep making this one here? Not saying just make all pit bulls extinct. I'm not saying just go around and kill them all. I'm saying let's stop making the problem bigger. That would solve a lot of the issues. Stop wanting them. Stop requesting them. You have so many breeds to choose from. Go to the pound like I used to work out and adopt a dog that doesn't have but not the pit bull. It's so scary. And listen, adopt your pit bull if you want, but don't be surprised if something goes wrong, because it happens all the time. It's very, very scary. Man, just so much propaganda out there. It's hard, because I've heard that too, like, oh, they're actually really nice. And they literally treat dogs like humans. That's the problem. People like to personify non-human creatures. People do that all the time with household pets. They like to give them human qualities. Personification? What is it called? When you give a non-human a human quality and act like it could adapt like you in the same way because your brains are equal. Okay. Yeah. It's just very sad. But, you know, humans are stupid, so. But I don't care if humans are stupid. Most people who are getting hurt from these are innocent bystanders, innocent passerbyers, innocent other dogs. Man, these videos really scarred me. I've known about pit bulls again because I took a class at the pound, and they told us, like, you need to be careful with these, or if you have another option, go for a different option. You know, they stay there in the pound, they keep them caged, they feed them, water them, and whatever. It's a problem, but, yeah. That's why it makes me angry, because it's like, okay, it's like you can eat fast food in your own house. Okay, you're living your life, not hurting people. If you want to smoke cigarettes in your own home, that's okay. But once you start becoming a risk to other people around you, that's a whole different story. But you can't even walk the damn dog, and they have to be walked. It's just very strange. These are not natural creatures, and oh God. Anyways, I'm done my rant about pit bulls. It was terrible. And I was reading the comments on these videos, and I was not the only one. People were like, this is a train wreck. It's like a car crash. It's not pretty, but I can't stop watching. Like, it's just shocking what creatures can do. Yeah, and I've seen, like, Orlin really likes the BBC. He loves Animal Planet. He loves National Geographic. And he's seen, you know, pigs being eaten by alligators alive. He's seen, well, I've used to watch some stuff with him. You know, it's fascinating. That's how the circle of life goes. But again, these are not serving the ecosystem in any way. Same with cats. Cats are the #1 destroyer of the environment. They have made more species go extinct than any other animal on Earth. The cat that we made by creating it. Oh gosh. But yeah, so, you know, like, people don't like the mosquito. The mosquito serves a purpose in the world, unfortunately. People don't like hippos because they're scary. People don't like lions because they're scary. People don't like this and this and this. Well, they're all connected. You know, they have predators and prey. The insects serve as pollinators. They create more food. The trees create flowers. The flowers get pollinated. They create fruits. Monkeys eat the fruits. The monkeys poop out the seeds. It spreads the trees. The trees create habitat for the birds nest in the trees. Birds become food for jaguars. Jaguars are important because they're all connected. But the pit bull, or actually, in all honesty, the dog, we're kind of removed from that natural dogs can barely, like, fend for themselves in the wild because there is no more wild, especially the city dogs. What would they eat? They're going to eat people food. They can't even feed themselves. They're not part of this thing, so. Oh God. Gosh, some stupid people. But it makes me really, really empathize with the victims of pit bulls. I mean, there's a lady who's in a wheelchair for the rest of her life. She had so much nerve damage, and she was just walking by her own house. Her own house, her own property, her life, her own house, and she's in the wheelchair for the rest of her life because a pit bull walking across the street saw her, ran across the street, and attacked her. She's lucky to be alive. And the owner, this was local Texas news or something, was like, oh, Snufflebumbles, well, I don't know. He's always been nice. I don't know. He just, and I tried to hit him off of her, and The sole purpose was designed for something way different than being your companion, Snuffy's Snuggles, Sluffle Doubles. Keeping your feet warm while you take a poop on the toilet. And with animals, they're way more primitive and much smaller brains. Very simplistic. You know, we don't even know what they're saying when they bark. How can we trust that they won't bite someone when they're designed to bite harder than any other breed on Earth? And the facts show that out of all dog deaths, 78% of them come from one kind. Just one. There's nothing wrong with evolving as people. Oh well. That's all I'm saying. Goodbye.